What's up everybody, this is Reset from C Manga and welcome to my review of Hajime no Ippo chapter 1077 starting over. So it looks like Ippo's finally healed up, that hilarious pumpkin face thing he had going on is all finally back to normal now. So after like a week off, he's finally ready to go back to the gym and face Coach Kamogawa. And I swear on some of these pages, like when they're having their little exchange, you can just feel some of the tension. It seems like there was just so many words they wanted to say to each other but they couldn't, so like so many words unsaid. But anyway, Ippo, man, this guy, he always gets so depressed and disappointed with himself like after he loses a match, but he just doesn't realise that how much everyone respects him. I mean, there he is there running, doing his normal kind of like road work in the morning, finally able to come back to it, and everyone that's passing him, is like calling him champ, praising him, just like, oh, I can't wait to see you again, stuff like that. And it's like, to him, it looks like, obviously Ippo's reaction to it is like, really? Wow, you guys still have faith in me? It's like, of course they do. But yeah, it's kind of strange as well, the fact that they're still calling him champ, seeing as how Ippo relinquished the belt like over a week ago, and Mai is now the new champion. But I guess to them, Ippo is always going to be their champion. They're always going to give him the recognition. He's been champion for so long. It just makes sense. But anyway, once Ippo's at the gym finally, the whole kind of like exchange between them two, I don't know, with Coach it kind of didn't feel right, to be honest. It's like I was really expecting the Coach to kind of like take Ippo to one side, like after just looking at him, so like, kid, come with me. He'll take him to one side, into the office, and Ippo will be like, oh god, Coach, what's going on, all kind of scared, and then literally just see Coach Kamogawa bust down onto his knees, start crying, and just like, kid, I'm so sorry, it's all my fault, stuff like that, begging for forgiveness. But it just really wasn't like that. It kind of annoyed me a little, it's just like, Coach Kamogawa is there obviously thinking to himself, yeah, he's done wrong, but he asked Ippo, why do you think you lost? And of course, Ippo being Ippo, he answers in the same way he always bloody does, which is like, he didn't actually go on to talk about the whole thing of like, oh, it was because I wanted to do my best, I didn't want to win. That's not what he used. Instead, he said, obviously, the fact that, oh, I just wasn't strong enough. He was so much stronger than me. And it's just like, no, that's not right. It's like, Ippo, he is strong enough to take on the world. It's like, we all know this. He's plenty strong. It's like, look what he's been doing. Like, we've been badgering on about this for time. The whole reason he lost was the fact that his style wasn't right. He went in head first and got destroyed. So, obviously, thanks to this whole little kind of like, decision, Coach Kamogawa's basically said, okay, from now on we're starting from scratch. So obviously we are now going to see a brand new Ippo coming out of this. It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. He got taken down, so now this whole style is going to be changed. It's going to rise up from the ashes as a brand new Ippo, more powerful than before. So yeah, obviously Ippo's return and restart, that wasn't the only big thing that happened in this chapter. I'm sure it's going to be a little depressing that Ippo probably won't have another fight for like, what, another 2 years worth of releases. But in that time, we do have a Takamura fight to keep us totally entertained. Yep, so now obviously here at C-Manga we've been theorising the whole thing of Ippo ending with a whole unification match between the WBC and WBA titles. Ippo having the WBC, Miyata having the WBA, and then those two having their final face-off, which is like, obviously inevitable they're going to have their final face-off, but then that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a whole unification match. But what we didn't expect is for one of these to come so bloody soon in the form of Takamura doing a middleweight title match for the WBA championship. Hopefully I'm not getting these two mixed around. But yeah, obviously when he said about taking on the whole 6 weight classes thing, I was kind of expecting just to go to WBC. But now we got this whole unification match, it's kind of just like, oh, so that's what he means when he's going to say, like, dominating all the weight classes. Is he going to go back and take on every single one and like unify all the belts together? It's kind of crazy, but obviously he's now going to end up becoming the undisputed middleweight champion. So yeah, this is literally one of the reasons why I say Ippo can go on forever. It's because not only have they kind of like only really dabbled at WBC, they've only kind of like spoken about the WBA a little bit. Usually there's only like, what, a few chapters where they speak about it. So we know nothing of their champions, nothing what's going on. This is really big in terms of Ippo's, like, maybe after this fight we'll get the whole WBA, we'll like see more of the WBA, we'll see like, I don't know, Sendo and Miyata maybe taking on the WBA, Ippo taking on some fighters in the WBA itself, so he can like kind of perfect his style, become much better, so we can get ready for that rematch. Well, either for the rematch with Gonzalez or be ready to take on Ricardo, who knows what's going to happen there, because obviously Gonzalez and Ricardo, they got to have their match. I'm wondering obviously if that's going to be drawn out. Who knows? See, it's like I said, Ippo just has so much material that it can go on. If you get bored with Ippo, switch to Takamura. Get bored of Takamura, switch to like Itagaki, Sendo, Miyata, Aoki, Kimura, Mashiba. So many characters that you can just jump to. It's just like, it never gets boring. So yeah, that about ends this chapter for me, guys. As you can tell, I really enjoyed this chapter, but what did you guys think of it? Let me know in the comment section below. And as usual, don't forget to check out the other things to do on the channel. So I'll see you next time.